Hey, it's me. I mean, you know that. I know I keep calling and texting. I don't mean to be annoying, but this is me trying. I don't know if or when you'll ever call me back, but I'll keep trying. I don't know what else you expect me to do. I hope you'll listen to this all the way through. I don't really know where to start, and I don't want to say the wrong thing, and I know it won't mean anything unless it's coming from the heart, so I just want you to know that I'm sorry. And I'll keep apologizing for as long as it takes. I know I made a big mistake. I'm sorry for what I did, for what I said. I didn't mean it. I wish I could take it back. I wish it didn't knock us off track like it did. I wish you and me could be back like we were before.
If you don't want, okay, leave. Like even yesterday, I was talking with them. It was Saturday, and everybody complained about they tired. What you want? All week you was work hard. End of the week, if you don't tired, this is good question. You have to worry about yourself. But this is Saturday. Your 6th day, you work so hard. Of course you're gonna tired. Tomorrow rest, and Monday we're gonna begin one more training. If you don't want, go back to Dagestan and stay with your mom. She's gonna give you every day good breakfast. You don't do nothing. Stay there. But if you come here, don't complain. You wanna become best. You wanna become champion. And now you wanna say like you tired? Who cares? You tired or not? Nobody care about you. He was tired. He have personal problem, family. Nobody cares. If you don't want, halas. Go back to Dagestan. Nobody gonna ask about yourself. If without you or with you, there is always gonna be champions. With your name, this is your choice. You wanna put your name there? Okay, work hard. No? Bye-bye.
My personal question to you is, why not you? You've got the brains, you can make decisions, you can study the plan, you can change your life, you can grow immensely in the next few years, you can make your dreams come true, you can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through, you can become healthy, you can become powerful. Why not you?
It would be impossible to find better examples of men.
You don't have to feel good about it, you just have to keep going. The feeling will pass, but you will remain. You are greater than your feelings. Going to bed late and waking up early to work for a few days won't kill you. You're not going to burn out, you're doing what it takes. If you're one of those people that push work-life balance, just remember, the people who like working a lot don't care. I've never regretted trying harder at anything ever. Hard times last long, but an epic story feels like a lifetime.
I seem to be occupying my job, though. As you often say, you're just a guy with a job. I have a job, though. So who would you fight next?
And guess what? Your job don't pay like my job.
Well, it depends.
Your job don't pay like my job.
That brings me to another point.
Why are you coming back? I can make $200 million in 18 months. Because I want to. Because I want to come back and steal some more money. Is that okay with you?
It's fine.
My main strength, it's my mind. I think it's my strongest point, it's my mind. Pierce, the numbers they don't lie. If you see during the last 15 years, my level is always kind of the same. So effort, dedication, work hard, because the talent is not enough anymore. And if you're not dedicated 100%, you're not gonna reach the level that you want. For example, you arrive home, you had a lunch, you do it a quick nap, and you wake up, you play with your kids, blah, blah.
And that is not arrogance, that is confidence.
I've been around a while, I know what it takes to do what you do. And I know that things don't just happen. It's not just luck, that you have to create that luck. You have to will it into existence. And I want you to know that I am always rooting for you. I'm rooting for all of you. The better you do in life and in your work, the better every studio does, the better every film does, the better we all do. The better it is for everyone. So I look forward to seeing what you create in the future.
It's about a donkey who is thirsty and hungry, and there's water on one side, a few feet away, and hay on the other. And he can't decide whether to do the hay first, or the water, the hay or the water, and he dies of thirst at the end of it. He couldn't do them sequentially. So this is Derek's recommendation to his younger self, and really to any 20 or 30 something, but it applies to everybody, which is, in effect, you can do almost everything you want in life, but you can't do it at the same time. And if you can just dedicate yourself to one thing for even a year, and then the next thing for a year, you can do those 10 things. But if you try to do all 10 at once, you're gonna be Burden's ass. You're gonna be like, should I do this? Should I do this? Or should I focus on this? Or should I focus on this? So don't be a donkey.
Bill Gates was offered $7.5 million to sell all of Microsoft in 1979. It would have been a rich guy if he had taken it. Richer if he didn't, but a rich guy. But even putting that aside, the impact on society wouldn't have been the same. We had discussions with Facebook about buying Facebook, but Zuckerberg knew what he viewed as an outcome that he really desired and was willing to put in the blood, sweat, and tears just like we were. So execution and measurement are hugely important, and yet people let themselves off the hook.
Work and work and work, and then you take that money you make from your part-time job, invest some of it, take half of it, invest it to your future. The other 50%, the other percentage, take some, have some fun, go buy your belt, then invest in self-improvement. Get you a high-income skill. Get you something that's going to give you high-value skills that you can market on, that you can leverage on the marketplace. Whether you're working in corporate America or whether you're going to be doing your own entrepreneurial thing in the future. But men, if you're working, the harder you work, the luckier you get, the more exposure you get. And it's about hard work and speed.
You know, I had to convince myself that I'm gonna make it, you know, regardless of how people felt at that time. And what it does is it makes you feel like, well, it made me feel like there's gonna be points that people are gonna mistake my confidence for arrogance, because I've had to. They don't understand the process of it and how much I had to believe in myself in order to make these things happen. I feel like you can will yourself into a good space. Like, things that are meant to happen will. And if you believe in yourself enough, you can help yourself learn. You can inspire, you know, yourself in different ways where you can actually discipline yourself, you know, to the point that you can become good enough.
Everybody will get their turn. What you speak to the world and craving and ambition and wanting anything is the way to speak to the world. If you want something so bad and you speak it into power, you wish it into power, it's gonna happen.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
What if it can turn out better than you can imagine?
Second question, what's the worst advice you've ever received?
Be realistic.
Without lifting the pencil, the only way to do it was to go outside the box. So don't be afraid to go outside the box.
Everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got a goal. What's the plan? And your plan has got to have something I call the C5 complex. Your plan has got to be clear, concise, compelling, consistent, and committed. You've got to have a plan. And when you're trying to do something that you're truly passionate about, there is no plan B.
Okay.
Plan B sucks.
All right.
Think about that for a second. Michael Jordan won 6 NBA championships with the Chicago Bulls because he was committed to plan A, not plan B. Oprah Winfrey became the queen of all media because she was committed to plan A, not plan B.
Okay.
Plan B sucks.
Stay focused. Don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to nobody, homie. What's on your mind, just do it. Because what's destined for you, you gonna get it.
The game you're playing is not success. The game you're playing is not money. The only thing that matters in life is what you think about yourself when you're by yourself and have nothing but your own thoughts. If in that moment you feel good about who you are, who you're becoming, what you're capable of, and what you're willing to do to make a better future for yourself, those you care about, and other people around you, you will love your life.
You were born to do something great with your life in big ways and small ways. It may not be on Instagram, it may not get 20 million likes or views, but you were born to do something great. I'm gonna say that to you again. You were born to do something great with your life. You are not average and ordinary.
I fell in love with an essay by Strangest Loop, and it is a list of things that are not doing the thing. So here is a list of things that are not doing the thing. Preparing to do the thing isn't doing the thing.
You don't lack vision, you lack depth perception. You think you're further than you are, and you keep keeping it in that distance because you think it's so far away. You're one more away. I'll give you the last example of it. Played golf 2 weeks ago with this dude. Everyone says, you gotta meet this dude. He's similar net worth. I show up to the first tee, he goes, man, Ed Mylett, big fan, I can't wait to spend the next 5 hours talking about you. I go, that ain't how it's gonna work, bro. I already know about me, I wanna know about you. And he goes, well, I can tell you the whole thing on the first tee. I go, give it to me. You gotta hear this, Lewis. He goes, 1986, I loaned a guy 50 grand. So did my best friend. I said, you both loaned him 50 grand? He goes, yep. He goes, a week later, my friend got cold feet, asked for the money back. I kept the loan. It turned into $750 million.
Holy cow.
I said, come again? He goes, 750. I said, who'd you loan that money to? Jeff Bezos.
Oh, he did not.
I said, come on, man, are you serious? He goes, yeah. I go, man, you really were one decision away, one relationship away from totally changing your life. He goes, yeah. Now that's an extreme example. I don't have one of those, but I'm a series of those one mores in your life, and so is everybody listening to this. So you're one away, one relationship, one meeting, one person, one thought away from changing your life.
If I got to fight to get you in the gym, that's a problem. That's a problem. You want players that are gym rats, players that want to be in the gym, that want to work. And then from there, you build on top of that. But if you're lazy, man, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to deal with you. You're going to make me feel dumber. You know, you're going to lower my level. I don't think so. You can go over there. There's plenty of teams in here where you'll fit right in.
You mentioned...
At the time, they were right down the hall from us.
I tell the same thing to anybody, no matter what your field is, if you really want it that bad, you'll make it happen. You know, if you could put aside the distractions, the Instagram, TV.
Yeah, if you have one good day where you eat clean, you drink a lot of water, and you, like you did, you got that day, you woke up, you put your shoes on, you went for a run, you worked out your driveway, you got a good day in.
Yep.
That's sometimes all you need to do and decide, this is what I do from now on. I have good days.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to be another good day, and then I'm going to force myself into another good day. And the next thing you know, I've got some momentum.
Right.
You got some momentum, you could change everything.
Yep.
I've felt, many times in my life, I've felt like I could slip the wrong way, and I see it. I see the dark hole, and I go, F that, and just go the other way. The problem is when people fall into that dark hole, they think that defines them. But it doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't define you. It's just you right now. You could be totally different tomorrow.
Bravery is not the absence of fear. Bravery is feeling fear and moving forward anyway.
Dreams without goals are just dreams.
You cannot win the war against the world if you can't win the war against your own mind.
Let me tell you something. You listen to me and listen to me closely. Success doesn't come to the most intelligent or the most talented. Success comes to those who are the most hungry for it. So let me ask you, how hungry are you for success?
People say, "Wow, you have no idea how hungry I am." Really? Yeah. What'd you do about it today? Oh, not today, but tomorrow I'm gonna. You ain't hungry, man. You just think you're hungry. You are not hungry. You ain't hungry to compete in the marketplace. Because a person who's hungry, this is how they work. I was watching an interview earlier of Musk years ago. He said, "I don't recommend you wanting to be like me." He says, because you don't know how many hours I work. You don't know what it's like to be thinking about wanting to win. You don't know what it was like every night going to sleep, thinking Tesla's about to go out of business. When people say, hey, you think Tesla stock's gonna go down, it's gonna go up, it's gonna go down, it's gonna go down, it's gonna go up. But as long as Musk is behind it, he is so flippin' hungry, which is urgent. He's so urgent about executing things now that no matter what he touches, it's gonna grow because today he's hungry. This may change 10 years from now. This may change 20 years from now, but he's so hungry today. And you cannot be hungry without being urgent. So let me go back to you right now. If you said, Pat, I'm really hungry, fine. What are you urgent about? What question are you trying to get the answer to right now? What person are you trying to contact and get a hold of right now? If they don't answer the phone, what is your method of getting a hold of them?
What's a bitch mean? What does that qualify someone to make that?
Just a bitch, like someone who is just putting themselves through something they don't want, a set of circumstances that they don't want, and then crying about it.
Their actions aren't congruent with their desires or mission.
Their daily habits are not in line with the future they desire.
Right.
Their daily habits are out of whack, and then they're wondering why it's happening to them. They're acting like it's happening to them.
Right.
It's like you're f***ing doing it.
Do you think that was a bit harsh? Of course. It had to be.
I cut him down so he'll spring back up. The boy's enormously talented. There's
all the way. You will ride life straight to perfect laughter. It's the only good fight there is.
I built this shit! Me! Brick by brick!
I fought for it. Because no one gave it to me. Because it was just me. Me alone in the gym. Me alone in the mirror. Me alone in my head. No one did it for me. I worked for it, and I'm never going to let someone else take that from me.
It gets easier.
Huh?
Every day it gets a little easier.
Yeah?
But you gotta do it every day. That's the hard part. But it does get easier.
Don't half-ass it. Don't half-ass it. Boy, that never goes out of style, does it? I mean, think about it. If you're gonna do something, if you've chosen to do something, whatever it is, easy, hard, if you give it your all and you don't half-ass it, win, lose, draw, get what you want, don't get what you want, whatever the outcome is, if you don't half-ass it, at least you're not gonna have to wonder, oh, would the outcome have been different? What if I did give it my all? And boy, wondering that is what keeps us up at night.
After watching that film, I come to understand if I could work that hard every day, with being blessed with the physical tools that I do retire, I have no regrets. And that was the most important thing for me, is to leave no stone unturned, get better every single day. And if I lived that way, then over time, I'd have something that was beautiful. But that was my philosophy. It seems like a pretty simple one, but if you live your life to just get better every single day, you do that for 20 years, what do you have?
In any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that itch. On this team, we fight for that itch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that itch.
Be the number one believer in yourself. Don't let anyone doubt you. And the more that you show you got belief in yourself, the more the support gonna come along. You just gotta be focused on you. And like I say, grind out to your dreams to the fullest extent.
Life is not easy. It is not. Don't try to make it that way. Life's not fair. It never was. It isn't now, and it won't ever be. Do not fall into the trap, the entitlement trap, of feeling like you're a victim. You are not. Get over it and get on with it. And yes, most things are more rewarding when you break a sweat to get them.
It's not your choice to decide, this is something that I shouldn't have dealt with. I don't want to deal with it. I shouldn't be dealing with it. If it's happened to you, it's happened to you, and that's it. You're dealing with it. It wasn't your choice, but it's your responsibility as a person, if you want to be better, to take that loss and to let it propel you forward, right? Because a lot of things, like I can look back on my life, for example, and be like, the things that I went through made me who I am today, and I wouldn't change a single thing.
Nothing's ever going to be given to you. Everything's going to be earned. If you don't go out there and put in the work, you don't go out and put in the effort, one, you're not going to get the results. But two, and more importantly, you don't deserve it.
I don't want to be no goon, nigga. I don't want to be dead. I don't want to be in jail. I want 100 fucking million. Buy your mother's son. Buy your grandma's son, nigga. It's easy to pull the trigger, but it ain't easy to move your mom out the hood. That's a real man job.
You watch me because in some way you can relate to me or you look up to me in some way. Well, guess what? You can go out and get this shit too. I'm trying to tell you, it's not easy. It takes a lot of hard work, dedication, a lot of blessings, a lot of luck. It's lucky. But at the same time, you have people that work years and years and years and years, and it finally will pay off. If you work extremely hard at whatever you got going on, something that you love to do, I swear to God, your life will change. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, you have to. However, once you start getting that leverage to where you can be like, yo, mom, dad, look, for a little bit, let me grind at what I got going on right now. This is something special and great. Don't ever let somebody let you down. Don't ever let somebody tell you you cannot be something, bro. I'm telling you, bro, you guys are all amazing.